Okay, so I'm about to head to the clinic to get my second shot for the Astrazeneca vaccine. And so I just want to give a quick recap on what happened last time when I got the first shot for the Astrazeneca vaccine, and to compare a bit of a difference on the side effects that I experienced from the first shot to the second shot. So basically with the first shot that I got, I had a mild fever the first night, and then I had a pretty heavy fever the next day. But after the second and third day, I pretty much felt fine afterwards, even though my arms were still a bit sore about probably 5 days after the shot. So with all that points, I just want to put it together and kind of sort of compare the side effects that I experienced, just to give you guys a quick update on what's happening in Australia so far. The majority of the citizens here in Sydney, Australia are pretty much prioritized to get the Pfizer vaccine. So the Astrazeneca vaccine is pretty much down the drain at this point because not a lot of people care for it because they have a better option, which is the Pfizer vaccine. And because the Pfizer vaccine doesn't have the blood clots that comes with it. And so why is it that I have to wait so long for the Astrazeneca vaccines instead of people who can just wait for 4 weeks to get the second shot for the Pfizer vaccine? That is because when I get the first shot of the Astrazeneca vaccine, the lockdown wasn't as severe. Back then, people with my types aren't being prioritized on the list. And so I think they put me down for between 6 to 8 weeks after getting the first shot, which is why it's all the way until now that I'm able to get the second shot for the Astrazeneca vaccine. A lot of my friends who have already got the first shot for the Pfizer vaccines will be getting the second shots pretty soon, probably within the next couple weeks. And because the Sydney government is opening everything back up on the 18th of October, if everything goes well, and if about 70% of the population has already gotten the second dose. So hopefully from now until then, we'll actually see some good results and a lot of people will actually get vaccinated by then. I will also be giving you guys a quick tour of how Fairfield looks like, because that is where I pretty much will be getting my vaccine. I don't think it's going to be much difference compared to the last time that I actually saw it. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the clinic. This is Kenleyville Stations, and you can see that it is extremely empty. There is nobody here whatsoever, and this is on a Sunday. So similar to the last video, I said that normally on a Sunday people go out a lot and they would go from Kenleyville to all the way to the city, but not today because again we're in the lockdown. But yeah, as you can see, that is across Kenleyville. There's not a lot of businesses opening during this time, and normally it is on a Sunday. I'll be taking the train in 10 minutes because my appointment is at 4:40 I should say. And so taking the 10 minutes train should lead me to Fairfield at around 4:22 or so. And it will take another 15 minutes-ish to get to the clinic. So by the time I get there, it will be around 4:30. And since my appointment is at 4:40 or 4:30, then that should normally be a good time to get to the place.
This station is Kenleyville.
Do you have your Medicaid card?
I have my ID. Is that
Okay.
right?
Is this your first dose or second dose?
My second dose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have your vaccine on 18th of July, Astrazeneca?
Yeah.
Do you have any allergy?
No.
Any allergic reaction with the vaccine?
No.
Do you take any blood thinner tablet?
No.
Do you have bleeding disorder?
No.
Any COVID-19 infection before?
No.
Any flu-like symptoms?
No.
Do you have a weak immune system?
No.
No pregnant? I have to ask this one to everybody.
Yeah.
Have you received any other vaccination in last 14 days?
No.
Which arm do you want to take it?
The left one.
Left one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know if the second dose, like the side effects will be a bit less severe than the first one?
No, it depends on the body. Sometimes people get it more in the second one. But some people, if they have it in the first one, so they don't get it in the second one.
Okay.
So just be positive.
Yeah.
If anything happens, just take some Panadol or Nurofen. If the situation gets worse, just pop into the emergency. Yeah. Even me, when I did my first shot, I was bed-bounded. I could not even go to the toilet. I was that sick.
Yeah, so I just got the second shot for the Astrazeneca vaccine. I also record a bit of a conversation between me and the doctor or nurse that gave me the vaccine. It was pretty interesting to know that there are still people who get some of these side effects with the second dose for the Astrazeneca, as well as there are people who don't experience anything at all. But I'll see what kind of side effects that I experience over the next couple of days. But also from the first meeting that he said, the doctor said that the chances of getting blood clots with the second vaccine or second dose is a lot lower than the first dose, so that's good to know as well. But yeah, I finally have 2 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine, which from what I heard from the doctor is as effective as the Pfizer. Either you're getting the AstraZeneca or the Pfizer, it doesn't really matter to me that much, because at the end of the day you're still getting some protections toward the COVID virus. I have a lot to do, a lot of assignments to work on within the next 2 weeks, so hopefully I won't get too much of a heavy side effects. Yeah, let's just get home. So it is about 5 p.m. on the 13th of September. I don't know if you can see that, which is about 24 hours after I getting my vaccine. And during the first night, I didn't really feel any major side effects. The main side effects that I experienced was just the arm soreness and a little slight headache. But I didn't get any major side effects like a heavy flu or a heavy fever like the first night that I got with the first shot. So just like the doctor said, some people might experience fever with both of the doses, and some people only experience the fever symptom with only one of the doses. I felt a bit tired yesterday after getting the vaccine, obviously, because I slept for about 9 hours afterwards. But other than feeling a bit tired, a little bit of a headache, and my sore arm, there's nothing really much going on with my body. I still have to keep monitored to make sure that there is still a slight chance of me getting the blood clot with what the doctor said from the first video about me getting the Astrazeneca vaccine. So I still have to monitor all of my symptoms to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. But overall, I mean, I'm feeling completely fine. I can still do a lot of things around the house, cleaning my room, playing video games with my friends, doing assignments. At least it wasn't as bad in comparison to getting the first shot. For sure. I don't know if the Australian government is planning to do any booster shots for the citizens at all. I know that in America, a lot of my friends and my family members who are living in America at the moment already are applying for the booster shot. But for now, I think with this current situations in Sydney, Australia, I think getting 2 doses of the Astrazeneca vaccine or the Pfizer vaccine would probably be efficient enough for you to protect yourself from the COVID virus. And to add on to that, after I took the shot, the doctor asked me to stay back behind again to wait for 15 minutes to see if there's any side effects afterward, like any allergy reactions toward the coronavirus vaccine. So fortunately, I didn't feel anything. I felt fine afterwards, so they allowed me to leave. About 2 hours in after getting the second shots, my arms start feeling a bit sore. So it is a bit similar to the first shot, where it didn't hit me right away afterwards. It took about a couple hours for it to finally kicks in. And then about 3 hours in after getting the second dose for the AstraZeneca vaccine, I started to feel a little bit of a little headache, but it wasn't anything too major that it would affect me in any way. It was a better good night's sleep than comparison to the first shot that I had, because I didn't have any fever the night that I get the second shot for the AstraZeneca vaccine. I did take a little Panadol because the doctor did recommend me to take a Panadol just in case something happens, and so as a prevention, because I already know what it felt like after getting the first shot of the Astrazeneca vaccine, and to prevent myself from getting a bit too tired because I do have a lot of assignments to do for this week. And so yeah, the night that I got the second shot, which is yesterday, I felt completely fine. I slept throughout the entire night and I didn't even wake up in the middle of the night at all. So maybe I should have taken the Panadol pill on the first shot after all. But yeah, those are just pretty much the side effects that I experienced after taking the second shot for the Astrazeneca vaccine. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!